perfect summer is over in a flash and you're on your way. Somebody near is open for tonight. It's not too late. My mind says yes. You've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. Bright lights and colors, love is for the ones who dare to wait. No use in running when all I really want is to make you stay. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. We are dreams, we are candles, we are lights, we are believers, we are safe with each other, with each other. But are we at the end? Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. tied to your loving without beautiful woman. And all the things I didn't say, there's wrecking balls inside my brain. Standing tall with all my faith, there's empty voices in my head, and they will always be around until I found the one again. And all the things I didn't say, there's wrecking balls inside my brain. Standing tall with all my faith, there's empty voices in my head, they will always be around until I found the one again. Just the way you are, beautiful, beautiful woman. You're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful woman.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my bullshit till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours. Anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours. And now we're singing. I have made a lot of mistakes. I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got underneath the surface and you shattered every wall. And I know I got that feeling, there's no question anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, anywhere. Yeah, I'm yours. It's in the system, it's in our blood. You cannot keep me from looking for love. Don't wanna hide it, ain't gonna lie. I'm on the run till the day that I die. All we are is delicate people. Handle me with compassion and care. Yes, we all are delicate people. Whoa,
たいものにしなくて重たいのを乗せるやろ、失神呼んでしまうよ、でちょっとこの辺から調整していかないと石がなかなか乗せられへん状態で。この辺優先で乗せてくれてもいいね、この柱の下優先で。高さがちょっとだからこれで乗せて沈むぐらいにしとかんとあかんから、高さが行き過ぎとぐらいいっとかなあかんっていうことだよね。
これめっちゃ沈まないですか？
いやもういい、やってみ。
これを
沈んでもいいね。沈んでもいい。めっといける。これだ。よしよしよし。これダメ出しやで。これ聞いて。
沈みます。
下がる計算やからね。これで1センチぐらいいっとるやろ。ほんなら5ミリのスペーサーがあるさかいに樹脂のそれを入れたらいける。問題ない。問題ないで。
ホイッスルした方がマシかったと。
왼쪽에 기타 하고 있어.
ねじれのこっちにくるあ結構来てますねどこ行きましょ
これは向こう行く。
うどっち
そっちの
そこ
出口の。これは
もう帰って正解ですかね 光系やからな。
そうですね。
だからまあまあ持ってくるともう。
Let you down, and I know that I was not always around. I made you feel alone. You spent most of your nights just sitting on your own. I should have done so much more. Things we asked before, and I know I was wrong. Tell you with a song. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I'd make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? You're all I'll ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. When I close my eyes, you know that you're the only thing I see, and it makes me cry to think that you are no longer with me. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. What if I said I'm sorry? 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 What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? In my mind, there is there's nothing left to do but stay behind, will I find what is wrong about the way I treat my kind? Where's the love I was promised as a token from above? Mother, son, sticking out the path of life for everyone. How will I know? I used to think that all it took was to pretend that life was good. If there's something more to figure out, I rarely grade the way I feel. It doesn't seem to matter anyway. Hear me what I say. Don't know why. All I see when I look out at cloudy skies, there's a fire burning deep within my heart. That desire, I'm ready to go on. When all I need is some good advice and a shoulder to cry on. If there's something left to figure out, I know it won't be hard to see. The world will not be broken without me. I'm ready to go home. All I need is some good advice and a shoulder to cry on. If there's something left to figure out, I know it won't be hard to see. The world will not be broken without me. Now you'll see.
仕上げは調整しましょう。
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. should always